Good morning, everybody. Eddie the Block here, the Relic Extractors. Coming to you Sunday morning, March 6th, something like that, March 7th. I don't know. Don't have a calendar in front of me. One of those 2 days. Yeah, I came up here to the dump today because it was supposed to warm up a bit, but I'm telling you, there's my hole from the last time. I was actually up here, and I had my friends Don and Scott Breen with me, which Don is actually up from Maryland, or I'm sorry, not Maryland, Delaware, this weekend, but he's up visiting family. He's got his kids with him and everything, so I didn't think he would have time. I tried to touch base with him last night, and, you know, he never got back to me, so I just figured I'd run up here this morning and check it out. I am going to be walking around the whole place here. I got about an hour, and then I got to head back home, but, I just get those gut feelings once in a while. I wanted to come up here and check it out, so, no one's been here. A lot of the snow is melting, but it is still rock hard solid. So I'm just going to be doing like a surface scan around here and seeing what I can come away with today. So right off the bat, I was over there, right around where those three trees are, right here in front of my finger, just on the other side of it, and somebody tossed this. It's common, but it's a nice blobs, bulge neck, 3-piece mold whiskey. It's got some really nice color to it, and it is overcast today. We're supposed to get rain. I don't know if I can get. You might be able to see some of the color in it. So I'll be taking that home with me. They display really nicely in the sun. Like I said, nothing special, no great value or anything like that. But if I was to sell it, I'd probably do about $7 to $10 on it. And all right, so we're going to carry on. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, just walking around a little bit more, and relatively common to this dump is one of the Sax Leonard's Hanati Janos bitter quell, mineral water, or water bitters, whatever. I mean, everybody thinks they're bitters. It's not. It's actually just a mineral water. This one's got some remnants of a label on it. People used to actually repurpose these. I found one of these with an ammonia label on it in the ground, just on the other side over there where that tree's laying down, a couple of years ago. Relatively common, like I said, in this dump. Probably like around 1870, 1880. They do have machine-made ones as well. A little bit later on, up into the early 1900s. They display nicely when they're cleaned up. Nice dark olive color. I don't think I'm going to take this one here. I'll leave it for someone else, or I'll stockpile it. It's just left here, and all of a sudden I see that somebody wants one, or if you guys, message me and you're interested in it, no more than $5 for these, but they are a nice looking bottle when they're in a window. So, all right, we're going to set that one down right here for now. Maybe we'll come back for it. And stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, guys, moving around a little bit more here. Nice indentation in the ground. It's been sitting there a little while. Another relatively common pre-prohibition Pabst Brewing from Milwaukee. It's got a light strike on the hop leaf embossing in the middle. No damage on it, but they're so common. It's just, I've seen slicks that are worth more than this. They're hard to push off for $2 or $3. Again, though, if anybody's interested, I would gladly, next time I come out and dig, pick them up and bring them back. Again, they do look nice on a shelf or in a window, but no extreme value to them. I see some people try and push these off for $15, $20, and like I said, I had a hard time selling them for $5. That's how many there are, at least in this area anyway. even though here I am in Orange County, New York, and this is a Milwaukee beer. But you never know. Railroads had a lot of movement back in the day. So this ridge right here that runs up along behind all these houses is, except for this mound right in here, may or may not be undug or not. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of rock and stuff in there. We've never even tested this. But we're thinking, like, especially this gray house here, the yellow one, and then that tan one next to it. Those three houses are about 1850s, 1860s. This one here, it's a duplex, probably from around 1970s. So, but the road actually used to end right about there. Then they started building other houses, and then they got the condos right here now that they put all the way through. So yeah, we might get into that this spring right over in here. And if for nothing, even if it isn't really old, may find some nice Art Deco sodas from the area. And which way in the back through here, that this little area, if you take that all the way out to the back, there's a lot of decos. It's a later area of the dump, 1920s, 1930s. So, all right, we're going to keep moving on and see what we can find. All right, guys, here's a nice little chemical. It's got a chip in the lip, otherwise I'd keep it. I'd put it aside. Put a lot of these together for Leela out there in Arizona. So that one's a bust. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I literally took 5 steps after I shut the camera off. Shame it's got some damage to it, but I'm going to take it anyway because I'm going to look this up. It's sanitary. It says sanitary. Packed by W.B. Thomas and Son, Westminster, Maryland. Travis and Corey, you might be interested in that, even though it's damaged, just because it's local to you. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how rare it is when I get home. I'll look it up in the red book of jars, fruit jars, and we'll see what the story is with this one. All right, guys, stay tuned. Alright, guys, I don't know if that video just flipped on me or not, but anyway, there's a throwaway. I think Kyle may have thrown this away. I'm just on the other side of his hole where he was digging last. Over here is some of the stuff I put on one of my earlier videos that he dug. There's a broken Faro china over there and stuff and all that. And so I just came across the 3-piece mold, double collar top, tapered top whiskey. You can see the mold lines right there. I'm going to leave this one. I'm not going to take it. I'll leave it for someone else, unless one of you guys want it. And we're just going to set that one over here for a minute. And like I said, I'll come back for this stuff. If anybody wants. I see another bitter quill laying right there. Let's see real quick. Well, maybe not. It could be just a broken top off of whiskey. Yeah, it's just the top broken off. But yeah, a lot of this is stuff that we, pretty much threw away. This could have been anybody's throwaway stuff. We all dug all through here. This is kind of a bulge neck right here. Seems to be a 3-piece too. Plied top, pretty crude. It's cracked though. So, well, now it's broken. All right. looks slick. Broken top. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Alright, here's another little chemical. Doesn't seem to have any damage to it. So that'll get put aside with the others. And the deer have been pretty active in here. See their droppings all over the place in this little bit of an area. Picking around. Broken. So, alright. I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Stay tuned. Alright guys, it's starting to rain a little bit. They called for it. And I'm surprised I didn't start earlier, but that was another reason why I came out today. Figured if the rain held off long enough. So yeah, I'm going to start heading back and grab what I got before it starts pouring like they said it was going to. So I don't want to get caught in it. I'm just checking over here real quick. A hole that me and John started last year. Oh, look at that. There's a, we threw this out and didn't even realize it. It's actually an acid etched Dubonnet. It's a wine. Look at that nice kick up in there. Alright. Well, that's good to know just as the rain was coming in. So, alright guys. I'm going to shut it off. And I'll see what I can pick on my way out as I'm making my way back to the truck. And hopefully in a couple weeks this ground will be soft enough to get into. Yeah, nobody's touched that since we were here. It's really like 1930-ish on top. A couple old things, obviously, like that wine right there that we threw away. So, all right. Stay tuned for the next adventure, and hopefully a couple weeks to be warming up enough to get a nice video. I'm out. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.